Good day everyone. So today, before we start, let me introduce myself. I am Clyde Porcelias from BIT3A and we are the Group 2 presenter. And our topic for today is all about orientation and training. So, what is orientation and training? So, orientation and training are the processes used to help people, usually new employees or students, learn about their role and improve their skills. So, sa jud orientation. So, kini dayong orientation and training is dako kani siya tabang sa usa ka employee or students basta bago pa ka nagsud og trabaho. Like for padung pa OJT ang students anang company. Kay kini mong yung orientation is to introduce sa management unsay naa ana nga company. Nya ang kaning training is to focus sa pag-develop sa mga new people nga musud sa company. Like for example, nakasud na ka sa ilang company. So, for example lang kanang mag-install kag aircon. So, unsay best way nga mas ma-develop nila ang ilang mga new employees or mga students nga ga-OJT silang company. So, ang management mag-conduct din na sila og orientation aron ma-orient sila sa mga buhatonon silang company. And also, ighuman nila orient kay diha na sila mo conduct og training kay aron makibaw na mas mga buhatonon or mas ma-develop pa ang mga skills sa ilang trabante inig hands-on nila silang trabaho. So, ingana kagamit ang orientation and training sa usa ka company or management. So, sa kato kong pag-ingon ganina nga ang orientation is the introduction stage. So, it helps a new person to understand the organization or environment sa usa ka company. So, sa katawang gisulti ganina nga it helps sa usa ka employee or OJT students para mas mahibaw-an pa nila ang unsay naa sa ilahang company. So, dire makita to introduce rules, policies and goals. So, usapod explain roles and responsibilities niya. It helps people to feel comfortable and adjust. So, while there is a training is the learning stage. So, mo siya kalayan sa orientation. So, it focuses on developing specific skills needed to perform tasks. So, sa diris training is ga-focus gid sila sa pag-develop sa mga new people sa ilahang company aron inig hands-on sa mga trabahoon kay dali na lang mahuman kay kibaw naman sila sa imong buhaton. So gets na mo unsay orientation and training. So what is training and development? So training and development is the process of helping individuals to improve their skills, knowledge and abilities so they can perform their current tasks effectively and prepare for future responsibilities. So, training focuses on learning specific skills for the present job while development focuses on overall growth and long-term success. So, kining training and development DI is ga focus process sa pag-develop sa mga new employees or OJT students kay aron mas effective ilang performance and also makatabang sila para mas mapadali ang production sa usa ka company or management. So and it can help sa overall growth sa usa ka person or new employees aron sa pang long-term success sa ilahang company. So mao na siya ang training and development.
On-the-job training. This training happens while the employee is performing actual work tasks. It helps employees learn through real experience and supervision. Example, a new cashier learns how to use the cash register while being guided by an experienced cashier. So number 2, technical skills training. This training focuses on job-specific skills needed to complete tasks properly. It improves efficiency and accuracy in work performance. Example, an employee is trained on how to use Microsoft's Excel or company software system. So number 3, soft skills training. This training develops communication, teamwork, and interpersonal skills. It helps employees work better with others in the workplace. For example, employees attend a seminar on effective communication and teamwork. So, number 4, leadership training. So, this training prepares employees for leadership and management rules. It builds decision making and problem solving abilities. For example, a senior employee joins a leadership workshop to become a team leader or supervisor. 5. Safety training. This training teaches employees how to work safety and avoid accident. It ensures compliance with workplace safety rules. For example, factory workers are trained on how to properly use machines and wear safety equipment. So number 6, orientation training. This training introduces new employees to the company rules, culture, and policies. It helps them adjust to their new workplace. For example, a new employee attends a first day orientation about company rules and benefits. Number 7, refresher training. This training updates employees on existing skills and new changes. It helps them stay current with procedures and standards. For example, employees take refresher training when a company updates its software system.
Reasons for employee training and development. So, number 1 is to improve job performance. So, RE is training helps employees to do tasks more effectively and accurately, and it increases productivity and work quality. So, RE sa improve job performance is magtabang ni siya sa mga employees o sa workers nga maghimo sa ilang trabaho aron hanay siya pagkabuhat, and makatabang ni siya aron ma-increase ang productivity o ang work quality sa usa ka kumpanya. And number 2 is the develop new skills and knowledge. It teaches employees new skills needed for the current or future roles. This helps them stay updated with changes in their job. So, RS number 2 is magtudlo ni siya sa mga employees o mga bag-o nga dapat nilang katunon para sa kumpanya and para sa ni sa ilang mga future roles. Magtabang sa ni sila aron mapadali or kuan ang ilang trabaho bitaw. And number 3 is increase employee efficiency. Training helps employees work faster and with fewer mistakes. It improves how they manage time and resources. So, sa number 3 is magtabang ni sa employees ang increase employee efficiency aron mapadali o mapaspas ang ilang trabaho nga walay sayop. So, makita man nato no nga nay ubang kumpanya nga naman di masayop. Pero diri sa increase employee efficiency is you can work faster without mistakes and ma-improve pud ang inyong time ug ang resources ninyo sa kumpanya. Number 4 is prepare for future roles. So, is a develop helps employees grow and qualify for higher positions. It prepares them for leadership and promotion opportunities. So, number 4 no kay is magtabang ni siya sa usa ka employee aron mag-grow and ma-qualify ang iyang highest nga position. and mag kuan pa ni siya about sa promotion opportunities aron makuha na siya. And number 5 is boost employee confidence. So when employees are well trained, they feel more confident in their work. This reduces stress and improves decision making. So sa boost employee confidence is makita nimo ang employees nga well trained, dapat maka-feel po sila confident sa ilang work. Magtabang ni siya aron mag-boost ang confidence sa usa ka worker sa kumpanya. Number 6 is improve employees satisfaction and motivation. Training shows that the company values its employees. This increases motivation and job satisfaction. So dahil sa number 6 is mag-train siya, magpakita ni siya training sa kumpanya aron mapakitaan sa value ang usa ka employee sa aras kumpanya. And number 7 is reduce errors and accidents. Proper training helps employees avoid mistakes and workplace accidents. It ensures safety and better work quality. So sa number 7 is makatabang ni siya sa mga employees or workers aron malikayan ang mga mistakes, mga sayop sa workplace o mga aksidente sa magbutang na silang mga kuan guro, mga signboard like inanda nga slippery area na dadapit aron makabantay ang workers.
Benefits from employee training and development. 1. Higher productivity. Training helps employees perform their tasks faster and more efficiently. This leads to better overall performance in the organization. So, kaning higher productivity, ang sakto na training sa mga employee kay makatabang nig dako sa ilaha to do their jobs kay makagain man sila knowledges, methods, and techniques on how to do their jobs efficiently. So, in that way, mas makali sila consume sa time when doing their jobs. On the other hand, mas makaproduce sila daghang products during their duty time. So, number 2, improved quality of work. Employees gain the right skills and knowledge to do their jobs correctly. This reduces mistakes and improves the quality of output. So, kaning improved quality of work, ang empleyado nga ni undergo og sakto nga training kay makasabot na sila sa SOP sa usa ka company. SOP means Standard Operating Procedures. Tungod ana, makalis ka sa mga mistakes o maka-ensure ka nga imong trabaho kay accurate o reliable kay mipalo man ka sa ilahang SOP nga ang nindot nga quality na trabaho, makabuild na og trust sa mga customers o maka-improve sa company's reputation. So 3, increased employee confidence. Well-trained employees feel more confident in their abilities. This helps them make better decisions and handle tasks effectively. So, kaning increased employee confidence, tungod aning training, maka-feel ang employee nga they are prepared and confident. Ang employee nga full of confidence kay dili mahadlok mobuhat og decisions, solve problems, and mutake og responsibility. This confidence helps them perform better and contribute more to the team. 4. Better employee satisfaction. Training makes employees feel valued and supported by the organization. This increases their motivation and job satisfaction. So, kaning better employee satisfaction, if ang company mohatag og saktong training sa mga employee, maka-feel na sila sa nga they are supported and valued. So, diha mo increase ilang motivation og ilahang job satisfaction. Workers who are happy with their jobs are more loyal and willing to give their best effort. Number 5, career growth opportunities. Development programs prepare employees for higher positions. This opens opportunities for promotion and career advancement. So, kaning career growth opportunities, ang training maka-help sa mga empleyado nga mas prepare sila in the future. Maka-gain sila another new sets of skills. So, mas ma-prepare sila mo handle og daghang responsibilities. So, this will lead to promotion. dako na sweldo o mas nindot nga posisyon sa trabaho sa company. So kaning 6 na ta. Reduced employee turnover. Employees are more likely to stay when they are given opportunities to grow. This helps the company keep skilled workers. So kaning reduced employee turnover, if ang company makahelp sa employee nga mo-grow, dili na sila mohawa pa or mangitag laing trabaho. If makakita sila og opportunities nga maka-learn sila sa imong company, mo-stage na sila. So makahelp ni siya sa mga turnover and keeping experienced workers. 7. Improved workplace safety. Training teaches proper procedures and safety practices. This reduces the risk of accidents and injuries. So kaning improved workplace safety sa training, maapil naman na dira ang safety rules and proper procedure. Ang mga empleyado magkat-on unsaon pag-avoid ang accident o injury. A safe workplace protects both the workers and the company, creating a healthier environment for everyone.
So let's move on to the caveat on training. So caveat on training means a warning or limitation that should be considered when conducting training programs. So it reminds organizations that training is not always be complete solution, and there may be challenges such as high cost, time consumption, or employees not applying what they learn. Caveats on training are the possible limitation or disadvantages such as cost, time, and lack of effectiveness that organization should consider before conducting training programs. So, ang kaning caveat on training kay it means warning ni siya or reminders while ga-conduct ka og training sa usa ka management. Like for example, before ka mag-conduct, imo sang hunahunahon nga ang pag-conduct og permi nga training sa usa ka management is dili ra ang kana nga solusyon para molambo ang company. In short, ang kining caveat on training is mag-think ka sa mga possible nga mga disadvantages while conducting training. And also makatabang sa jud ni siya kay mas dali ka makasulbad sa unsay mga disadvantages kay gating tamang kadaan before nimo gi-conduct ang kana nga training. So mo na siya ang caveat on training.
There are examples of caveat on training or limitations or warning. First, training does not guarantee performance improvement. Even after training, some employees may not improve their performance. For example, an employee attends a communication training but still struggles to interact with customers. So, bisan mag-training ka, dili pasabot nga automatic nga mumay ka or mo kamao ka sa imong gi-training. Pananglitan, parehara na sa nga bisan magtan-aw ka og tutorial, kung dili nimo i-practice, dili gyapon ka maayo mo perform. So, second, high cost of training. Training programs can be expensive for the organization. For example, a company spends a lot of seminars and workshops but does not see immediate results. So, kaya siya kay mahal ang training labi na para sa mga kumpanya. Pananglitan, mugasto sila pero wala dayon may resulta, murag sayang ra ang budget. So third, time consuming. Training can take time away from actual work. For example, employees attend a whole day training causing delays in their daily tasks. So, mukaon og oras di ay ang pag-training. Pananglitan, imbis na magtrabaho, naa ka sa training tibuok adlaw. So, sayang kayo ang time sa pagtrabaho. So, the fourth is lack of application. Employees may not apply what they learn in training. For example, a worker learns new software but continues using the old system out of habit. So, usahay dili magamit ang natun-an. Pananglitan, nagkat-on ka og bag-o pero mobalik gyapon ka sa imong daan nga pamaagi. So, the fifth one is one size fits all approach. Not all training programs fit every employee's needs. For example, a training session is too advanced for beginners, making it harder for them to understand. So, dili pareho ang level sa tanan. Naay mas mga maayo na o naapoy mas mga dili pa maayo, labi na sa mga baguhan. Pananglitan, kung sobra ka lisod, dili jud na kasabay ang mga baguhan sa mga karaan na o mga daghan na experience.
The best way to avoid caveats in training is to plan carefully. Make training relevant and practical and ensure employees apply what they learn through continuous support and evaluation. Number 1. Identify training needs. Make sure that training matches what employees really need. This avoid wasting time and resources on irrelevant topics. Dapat inyo rin i-identify ang inyong mga needs sa mga employees. Set clear goals. Define what employees should learn and achieve after the training. Clear objectives help measure if the training is effective. Number 3. Use practical and engaging methods. Include hands-on activities, real-life example, and interactive sessions. Dapat inyong gamit mag hands-on para dali ra makasabot ang mga employees. O mga real-life nga example. Number 4. Customize training programs. Adjust training based on employees' skill levels and roles. This make learning more effectively for everyone. Imo i-adjust ang mga training para sa mga employee kung unsa ang iyang mga skill, mga kamaon niya nga skill para dali ra siya makasabot. 5. Provide follow-up support. Give coaching, feedback, or refresher session after training. This ensure employees apply their new knowledge at work. Imo siyang tudloan kung maglisod o para dali ra niya masabtan ang iyang trabahon. 6. Evaluate training effectiveness. Check if the training improved performance through test, feedback, or observation. This helps improve future training programs. Imong tanawon kung nag-improve ba ang performance through test or observation. Imong tanawon ang mga employees kung nag-improve ba.
So let's move on to the management and career development. So management development focuses on improving leadership skills, while career development focuses on long-term growth and advancement of employees. So management development is the process of improving the skills, knowledge, and abilities of managers so they can lead and make effective decisions. So it focuses on building leadership, planning, and problem-solving skills to help organizations succeed. For example, supervisors attend leadership training to learn how to manage a team effectively, while ang kaning career development is the continuous process of helping employees grow and progress in their careers. It involves gaining new skills, setting career goals, and preparing for future job opportunities. For example, an employee starts in a basic position, gaining skills and experience, and moves up to a higher role over the time. So, unsay kalahian nilang duha? So, ang management development is ga-focus sa to become a better leader ang naas management. Like, for example, mga employers, like mga manager, CEO, or unsa pa nga ga-lead sa management. While ang kaning career development is ga-focus siya sa growth sa mga tao sa usa ka management. For example, mga employees. Pero di kay mga employees ra gi-focusan ani, kundi sa tanan trabahante sa usa ka company. So in short, kining duha ka development is usar itumong jud. Aron mas mulambo ang company into a long-term development.
The stage 4 training cycle. The stage 4 training cycle includes identifying needs, planning, implementing, and evaluating training to ensure it effective and beneficial. Stage 1 training needs analysis. So it's about the first step. Ang company nga ilahang pangitaon o unsay lacking sa ilang mga trabahante o unsay angay nilang i-improve ang ilang kaugalingon aron mosulbad ang ilang problema. Example, a company finds employee lack communication skills, so they plan training for it. Yes, example is correct. If makita sa company nga ang ilang trabahante dili kabalo mo entertain of customer, so they decide nga ilang trabahante needs communication training. Stage 2 planning the training. So after knowing the problem, next step is to plan how to solve it. Magplano sila unsaon ni pagsulbad. Mga siya, what topics to teach, how to training will be done, when it will happen, who will teach it. This stage is like maghimo kag detailed plan before starting something. Example, ang company mag-andam na sila mga materials, mupili sila og mga trainer o magbuhat o schedule para sa communication workshop. Stage 3, implementing the training. This is where the plan is put into action. Ang mga employees kay mo-join na sila sa training o mag-start na sila cut-on, maminaw sa mga lessons, umapil sa activity, o mag-practice sa ilang skills. During a part, kaya all about doing o pagbuhat, meaning bisugyan na nila ang training. Example, employee attend workshop and practice skills through role play. Stage 4, evaluating the training. In this last stage, the company check if training was successful or not. So i-check nila if ang training sa ilang trabahante kung successful ba or dili. Example, the company observed improved communication and collect feedback from employee. So makita na nila sa company nga ilang mga trabahante kay okay na o pasado na sa ilang standard, pwede na sila mo trabaho. In short, ang stage 1 kay find the problem. Stage 2, make a plan. Stage 3, do the training. Stage 4, check the rules.
Our quote for today's video is, training is a foundation of success. What you learn today builds the strength you need for tomorrow. So, if ikaw daghan kay kag knowledge sa mga butang-butang kay tungod sige kag training, so it build yourself to make a successful person in the future. So that's all for today's video, and thank you for listening. I hope na may makatunan gamay sa amoang video presentation. So that's all.